Clutch Trucker filmed before a live and fuzzy studio audience. Yep, that's Rusty, the world-famous meatball dog. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker channel. Well, here it is, 1 a.m. Saturday morning. Driving in Missouri on I-44. And just trying to make it the last few miles up here to this, what is it, something petroleum, I don't know, I can't remember what it's called, in Cuba, Missouri, where I'm going to top off the tanks because it's the last chance to get the cheap fuel before I go into Illinois and Indiana and all that. But there's a major line of thunderstorms coming through, and all of a sudden the wind's blowing around real bad, and of course when you got a light load, that's not what you want. So, yeah, we're getting kind of blown around pretty bad here. 3.7 more miles to the exit. So we're just trying to make it up there. I'll top off the fuel, and then I think I may cook up some chili or something and see if I can let these storms go by, because they got some major wind with them. You should be able to see on the dash cam the lightning strikes and everything, and lightning lighting up the clouds. Since it is early in the morning, I can't have more light on me than the little red light up there. So that's why we got to do it this way. But yeah, now the rain's starting to come down. Got the wipers on. Getting a little nasty. Trying to make our way, trying to get up into Ohio, at least Eaton, Ohio, maybe a little further. Going to pick up some shocks at the Freightliner in Indianapolis for the trailer. Talk a little bit more about that coming up, but that was, I was on the phone for like 3 hours the other day just trying to find the trailer shocks. Alright, our exit's coming up. I'm going to get back in the right lane. I was in the left lane because the wind's blowing from the north, and I'm heading east on I-44. And the left lane tends to tip a little to the left, so if you got a lot of wind blowing against you from that side, it's better to be leaning that way already. Alright, there's a billboard for you. Midwest Travel Plaza, Ambest. That's where I'm stopping. The sign says 323, but with my fuel card through Turquoise, we use a Fleet One card through the National Association of Small Trucking Companies, and I'm only going to pay $2.70 a gallon. So you can see that's what, 30, 40, 53 cents.
Take exit 208 on the right to Missouri 19, then take the first left.
Thank you, Garmin. Yeah, that's 53 cents a gallon off of the sign price. So that works out pretty well. Alright, here's the exit. Rain's coming down now. I hope they've got a canopy over the pumps. So I don't have to get soaked fueling up.
Turn left at the traffic light.
Alright, and of course the light's just changing, so we're going to have to wait for the next one. God love it. But yeah, I looked on the radar earlier, and these thunderstorms coming through, it looks like it's all red and yellow, which means, yeah, they can be pretty darn severe, maybe.
.400 feet, arrive at Midwest Travel Plaza, Ambest, on the left. Please drive to highlighted route.
Somebody did request, fueling too, and of course here's my, well, I'll show you, I've got to flip it. Here's the fuel cap on my fuel tank here. Put all our information in here, put in our fleet card and all the info, and then we'll get going. Look at that. It's kind of sneaking out of the canopy too. I put all my info in. Man, the rain's really coming down. Put in my fleet card first. And this is an Amdust, so I'm going to put that in there. At least I can get some points and credits. Now I got to put it on my other information. Of course, I'm not going to let you see my driver ID. Yes, I want to purchase truck fuel. Reefer fuel, nope. Def, no. Cash advance, skip. Other products, no. Receipts at pump, no. I picked the wrong kind of fuel. Alright. Now we're on the passenger side. Get that cap off. This isn't a full pump, it's just a thing. We started it all on the other side. So we're going to turn it on. Let's get out of the rain. Oh man. Alright. We're under this canopy, but it's not helping too much. I'm going to top off both tanks. Probably can only get about, oh, I'm guessing somewhere between 60 and 80 gallons in this thing. Put my Amdust card back up here in my handy visor card holder. Keep the fuel cards I don't use, or the fuel bonus cards I don't use as much up there. Here's gloves and other cards. Then I keep my cable for charging my headset there up in the visor area. Great place to keep it. Alrighty, like I say, I was only able to put it in, what, 74 gallons. So yeah, 74.110. And like I say, it shows 329, but I only paid 270 with the NASTC fleet one card we use through Turquoise Trucking. So that's nice. We're gonna go park and let this storm blow over maybe and cook up some chili. Then after fueling, I always reset my fuel used thing here on the in the truck, so that'll show me the average miles per gallon I'm getting right there in that window anytime I want to go there. And then I reset my counter trip B on my GPS so I know how many miles I've gone since my last fueling. And of course, because I'm old school, I write everything down in my little notebook. So there's how much I put on, how much it cost, my average fuel economy right there, 5.748. And for those of you scoring at home, yeah, see right there, I do say fuel, Cuba, Missouri, right there on my log at 1:15 in the morning. There you go. Well, thanks for tuning into that one. Yeah, some crazy lightning at night, some windy driving there. I know fueling up, drivers, I know if you're a driver, you're going to look at this, why is he showing this? Because somebody asked for it in one of the comments. So remember, I have a lot of people who view the channel who are not truck drivers, are kind of curious about all that. So, you know, we did the fueling thing. Why not? Thanks so much for tuning in. Please subscribe. Please comment and like if you'd like to, only if you'd like to. I get to your comments. Sometimes takes a day or two because I'm a working truck driver. Don't forget about Clutch Trucker on Instagram, Clutch Trucker on Twitter. And I finally got into my TikTok account today. I haven't posted anything yet, but I will be doing stuff on that in the future, so you can look for that, all right? And as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty, out. Tire World. Lou, it's Charlie Donovan with the Cleveland Indians. How'd you like to manage the Indians this year? Gee, I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? It's a chance to manage in the major leagues. Listen, Charlie, I got a guy on the other line about some white walls. I'll get back to you. Alrighty, there he is, already in anticipation of the beacon strip. We lower it above his head, and he gets it on the second leap. Alrighty, Rusty. What would you do with it? Well, pick it up and eat it, silly dog. Oh, yes. Rusty and his begging strip. Give us a happy dog smile. Yay!